Hello, allergens!
Hey everybody, welcome to Allergies Bites.
But tastes good!
Carnivore. We are doing cottage cheese crunch. This is a really neat snack.
Yeah?
It's a really neat thing to have if you want to go to the movies and you want to chew on something. Mind you, you need good teeth.
Yeah. So it's a good one for me.
It's a good one for you, yeah. I can chew on one side. But it's super easy, and let's get it started. We're going to start with 1 container of cottage cheese. This is 500 grams. So it's about 2 cups, and about 2 cups makes 3/4 of a cup when it's done. So we're just using cold water.
We're making dry cottage cheese?
We're making dry cottage cheese, yeah. You could use dry cottage cheese too, but I figure since everybody can't seem to find it, we'll just start with the wet.
Okay.
Rinse it all off.
Using dry would be a shortcut though, eh?
It would be definitely a shortcut. Make sure you get all the way out. And then I usually let it sit in this sink for maybe about 10 minutes like this.
Okay.
But we're kind of in a bit of a hurry today. So I'll bypass that.
It's a bad video to be in a hurry for.
Put it on a towel. I got 2 towels down. So I got 2 towels, and I'm just going to spread it out, and I'm going to leave it sit here for half an hour. Okay, so it's been sitting here for a bit, and we're just going to take it and put it in a bowl. Make sure you get all of it. And now we've got cheese flour, cheese powder. We made this a while back. And actually, this has been sitting on the counter for...
Since we made it.
Months.
So it lasts a long time.
Yeah, it dried nice and it's good. So 2 tablespoons of that. And half a teaspoon of sea salt. And then we're going to mix it up. And when you find little pieces, just squish them. Squish them, man.
Of the powder?
Of the powder. Okay, and that's all you need.
Now you get to eat it?
Not quite yet. Ew, that was a piece of cottage cheese. Okay, so we're going to take our dehydrator. The holes are too big, of course. Yeah. What I've done is, these papers I've used over and over and over again. But what I've done is I've made it a bit smaller so that the air does circulate around it.
Okay. And
we're just going to lay it on here. And you don't want to lay it on thick. If you got some big ones, maybe cut them a little bit. Each dehydrator works a little bit different.
Yeah.
But this is how I'm doing this one. Okay, so we have 5 racks, dehydrating racks ready. Spread it out. This one is that mesh sheet that it comes with.
Okay.
So I'm using that for that one. But it's spread out, and word to the wise, when you carry these, and if you've got parchment paper on it, make sure your thumb is on here because they slide.
Yeah.
So we're going to take them on over. We got it in our dehydrator. I've left rows between where I could, and we're going to get it started. And it's going to dehydrate for 4 hours. If you want it not so hard, go 3.5. But we're going to put it on. It is 113 Fahrenheit and 4 hours. So we're going to let that work, and we'll see you later. Okay, so it's been in 4 hours, and I'm going to move it
into a bowl.
Try not to dump it all over the place.
Do I get the remnant pieces that missed?
You can. but it definitely slides on here. So I don't know how you're going to be doing yours with your dehydrator, but hang on to your papers if you're using them. Okay, so this is the middle one that we just did with the 2 tablespoons cheese powder, flour, whatever, and half a teaspoon of sea salt. So that's the one we just did. Did this one earlier, it's sea salt, half a teaspoon, and then this one has the white pepper as well. What we have noticed is the flavorings get stronger.
Yeah. As it sits longer, the stronger it gets.
Yeah, it seems to really season itself. So be wary of that. Like if you're going to eat it like the day you make it, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. But as time goes on,
they get strong.
They do. I do keep them in a sealed container like this. They don't get any softer.
Yeah.
You want them softer, you can try a piece at 3.5 hours and see if
that's good.
That's what you want. We have done it at 4.5 hours, and that's really tough to chew. So I also played around with a few other flavors. These are not carnivore. You can do them if you want. I've got a ketchup, so you just use the ketchup from the fridge. Garlic onion powder. This one wasn't strong in the beginning, and now it's like, oi.
It's gotten a lot stronger.
A lot stronger, yeah. So I would suggest if you're not going to eat it right away, I would drop it from half a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty strong. And then we've got the onion powder dill one. You can mix these together. You can like throw them all together and have different flavors. You can do it totally plain. You don't have to put anything on it.
Yeah.
But we found with the salt, it does add some flavor to it, because without there really isn't much flavor at all. So we're going to use the Blendtec twister jar. This
twisty.
So we got some of our cheese flavored in, and we're going to put our salt flavored in, and we're going to make some flour.
No garlic?
No. See, that's the cool thing. You can make different flavors of flour this way too.
Cool.
Right? So, can you see that? It's still a little bit chunky, but we're going to mix it up again.
A little bit longer?
A little bit longer. But it's coming together. There we go. And now you have flour.
Awesome.
Very cool. And that's cottage cheese. That is so neat. So this is a bit grainy. It isn't really smooth. But like the meat flour, you can get really smooth and fine. This one, I kind of have a bit of trouble doing that because it's dried so hard.
Okay.
But
not
hey,
as powdery.
Yeah, but it'll work anyways in coating things and stuff. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.